'Cause you had a bad day, you're taking one down. You sing a sad song just to turn it around. And that, my friends, is how you lose 50% of your listeners within the first 30 seconds. I'm just kidding. Or at least I hope so. Anyways, listen, I'm feeling electric today. I'm feeling ready. I could run through a brick wall right now. Okay, on a level of stoked to double stoked, I'm triple stoked. Okay, so just imagine the level of stoked you physically have to be triple stoked right now. That's where I'm at. Okay, if I'm provoked, I could kill a man today. I could kill a man today. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now I'm not sitting here and saying that I'm just gonna go around slicing and dicing, slicing and dicing. Shout out Dyson. They make a fantastic vacuum. But anyways, I'm not going to go out there slicing and dicing, throwing bodies in the river for no reason. That's not what I'm saying. So don't take it that way. Don't think about it that way. What I am saying is if that anyone, puts a threat on my life today, I'm taking theirs away from them. Okay, it's just simple. That's just how it is. Normally, most days, if they were like, "Hey, I'm going to kill you," I'm going to be like, I wouldn't be able to kill them back. You know what I'm saying? I would be able to cause them extreme bodily harm. Yes, absolutely. But I wouldn't be able to kill them. But today, I could kill a man. Absolutely. I don't know what it is in me. Maybe it's the amount of caffeine I had. Maybe it's just the vibes are great. I'm not really sure, but that's just how it is. Couldn't kill a woman though. Couldn't kill a woman today though. I'm too much of a girl boss supporter to kill a woman. I could never, even if they were threatening my life, if they stabbed me and they threw me in the hospital and they'd be like, "Sir, why did you just let this lady stab you? She should have killed you. She could have killed you." I would have been like, "Good for her. Stabbing a straight white male. I probably deserve it. Good for you. Good for good absolute girl boss energy stabbing a straight white male. I do probably deserve it. You're right. You know what? I'm not even gonna. I wouldn't even sue. I'd be like, you know what? It's valid. It's a valid stab. I'm not even gonna argue it in court. I would just shake her hand and be like, please don't do it again. But thank you. I needed that to humble me. Fuck, man. But seriously, though, I could honestly, now that I'm backtracking, I don't even care. You know what? You could have whatever pronouns you want, whatever pronouns you use. It doesn't matter what pronouns you use because when I'm done with you today, your pronouns are going to be deceased. Okay? Fucking no longer with us. That's anyways, there was something I was supposed to do a segue from the Bad Day song that I sang in the beginning, which by the way, today not a bad day. Not a bad day. It's actually a great day, but the reason I sang that song was because I was going to get into a joke, but then we got a little bit sidetracked here because that's what we do here. But anyways, what I do want to say was I was singing that Bad Day song, right? It's a sad song, okay? Obviously, had a bad day, taking one out, right? You know it. You know the song. I didn't sing the whole thing because it's a normal thing. And by the way, the song that I sang, you're probably thinking, oh, is that by the normal band? No. It was the one by Alvin and the Chipmunks, the only one that's actually good, okay? Which, by the way, not 100% proud to say this, but I did have that entire disc. I had that entire soundtrack on CD. I bought it on CD. And honestly, looking back on it now, if I was, being today years old, I looking back on that, I would have been like, oh my God. I make fun of kids today. I'm like, I can't believe some 8-year-old would buy the Frozen soundtrack on iTunes. What a fucking loser. But then back in 2009, I was buying the entire Alvin and the Chipmunks soundtrack. Okay, so I was one of those kids, and I need to acknowledge that. We need to bring that to the focus point of this episode. But the thing I want to talk about is that I hate when people don't let you just listen to like a sad songs nowadays, right? You listen to one sad song or something, or someone sees my Spotify, and my friend will text me, and they'll be like, yo, bro, who hurt you, bro? Who hurt you? First of all, probably myself, okay? Realistically, in the grand scheme of things, I've done more damage to me than anybody else has. Second of all, no one. No one's hurt me, okay? I just want to listen to the music. I just like the song. Can I just like a song without connecting and latching onto the lyrics? If we latched onto every song and every lyric, then we would have some serious issues in society here. Because think about the rap songs, okay? Yeah, sure, they got a fun, cool little beat to them, but realistically, you're listening to them, and someone will be like, oh, what are you listening to? And you're like, oh, it's just this sick new Future song. And then you listen to it, and the lyrics are like, I drank 8 bottles of lean, and I'm surprised I woke up this morning and I'm still alive. And you're like, yo, bro, this shit goes hard. This shit is fire. It's like, no, bro, that's like low-key a suicide note. Like that shit is not fire. Like fucking listen to the lyrics, man. That shit is, That shit is wild, and that's just what I'm saying. Sometimes, people like to express themselves in music, and just because I'm listening to a sad song doesn't mean I'm having a bad day, okay? Because sometimes on the worst days, I try to throw on that happy, goofy music to get me in a little bit of a better mood and to get me spicing and jiving and running around and having a great time. But on the other days, on the flip side here, sometimes it's sunny, it's bright, I'm having a wonderful day, it's 85 and breezy. Okay, I sound like the weatherman, but that's not important. Sometimes it's 85 and breezy and the sun's out and it's a little bit partly cloudy and you're having a good day and my windows are down and I'm listening to the saddest song on the fucking planet just because you know what? It's a good fucking song and I like it and I enjoy it. Okay, also speaking of songs, I've realized that like the older I get and like hear songs that, that were popular, 2008, 2009, the ones that I grew up with, late 2000s, early 2010s. That was my childhood. Okay, I grew up on that shit. And what I guess what I want to say here is that songs from, when I was a kid, as I get older and I re-listen to them now, I'm now realizing that most of those songs are not what I thought they meant at all. Like, I didn't, like, for example, Big Green Tractor. If you never heard it, I'm going to sing it for you, so don't even worry about it. We're going to break it down. But the song, it's like, I'm going to take you for a ride on my big green tractor. And okay, all right. Not really sure why the size matters here, but let's keep going. We can go slow or make it go faster. All right. Didn't know that tractors even change speeds, to be honest with you. Out through the woods and out through the pasture. All right. Taking her on the scenic route. What a gentleman. And then as the song goes on, I'm like, all right, I like this. I get older. All of a sudden, one day, I'm like, holy shit. He's talking about his dick. He's talking, the entire song is about his penis. He literally, yeah, sure, he says tractor, but the entire thing, slower, faster, how big it is, scenic route. Not really sure what that's supposed to mean, but we could, you could slide in there whatever your little brain wants to slide in there. And the older I get, I'm like, holy shit, dude, that is fucking wild. I never knew that. Or like fucking or like what's that one? I want to take a ride on your disco stick. And I'd sit in the back seat and I'm like, I want to ride on a disco stick. Woo! And then I get older. I'm like, oh my God, it's a dick. Oh my God. They're talking about fucking. They're talking about sex. Shit. Damn, that is not. I'm in the back seat like 8 years old. And I'm just like, I want to take a ride on your, or fucking even better, I'm in the back seat and I'm like, yeah, I want to lick Lil Wayne's lollipop. Yeah. And then I got older and I'm like, oh, maybe I don't actually. Maybe I'd kind of take that one back. Maybe not. Fuck. Seriously though, it's crazy how the songs, like, they just slide it in there, and that was the most popular songs at the time too, were the ones that just, like, had that little hidden meaning. I mean, people still do it today, like, what's that one, like Cake by the Ocean? And that's what's funny too, is like Cake by the Ocean, you would think that I'm old enough to immediately just connect that and be like, oh, they're not actually talking about cake. But the first time I heard that song, I was like, wow, like, fucking, I don't know what Jonas Brothers, I forgot, I don't know if it's Nick or Joe, I don't know which one it is, but one of the Jonas Brothers, I was listening, I'm like, wow, they really like their sweets. They really like cake. That's weird. And then I watched the music video, and there's cake in the music video, and I'm like, oh, this is clearly about, delicious treats that they enjoy. And then one day I'm driving in my car, and I'm like, they're talking about ass. They're talking about ass. How did I not? It took me months. It took me 2 months to realize that Harry Styles wasn't actually talking about watermelon sugar. He wasn't actually talking about sugar. He's talking about drugs. He's talking about drugs. I am 19. Took me 2 months. 2 months to figure that out. That's embarrassing. It's severely embarrassing. I don't know how I never put that together. And I'm hoping a lot of you are sitting there and you're like, you know what? I'm hoping, honestly, that I just broke the news to some of you to realize, you know what? That one song is not about a tractor. It's about a penis. And that other song, you know what? It's not about cake in the ocean. It's not about cake in the ocean. It's about doggy style on a pier. And and I hope that I just broke that news to you. I really do. But I feel like most of you are probably sitting there and you're like, Anthony, that's a little bit sad. It took you so long to catch on. I know. I know it is. Hold on. I gotta get a little sippy here. My mouth is dry as shit. Anyways, guys, episode, what is it? Episode, I had to write it down here. Episode 10. That's probably the most embarrassing thing I've said on this podcast. I had to write it down. I had to write down what episode we're on because I forget consistently. Episode 10, numero 10, big old X on the Roman numeral number scale thingy. Who the fuck, by the way, dude, who the fuck even thought of Roman numerals? First of all, they're stupid oh wait, never mind. I just remembered I have Roman numerals tattooed on my body. I was about to dig myself a hole. I was about to sit here and be like, what fucking moron even uses Roman numerals? And then I'm gonna look at my arm and I'm like, oh, I'm the moron who uses Roman numerals. But I mean, they're cooler though. That's the only reason I got them tattooed on me. Was actually funny story. I don't think I've ever said this to anybody. But when I first, when I was getting my tattoo, which is my first one, and that has the Roman numerals on it. This is my first tattoo is the one with the Roman numerals. That's what I'm trying to say. And when I got them, the guy I gave him the wrong date or whatever. I don't know how I fucked it up. I gave him the wrong date, and right before he tattooed, I was like, you know what? I was like, let me just double check this. He's like, you know what? That's a good idea. I double check, and the numbers don't match up, and I'm like, oh, I gave you the wrong date. And he's like, he's like, that would have been bad. I go, yeah, but at the same time, it is Roman numerals, and most people don't know what the fuck Roman numerals mean. So most people would have just, I could lie to them and say this is January 3rd, 1994. It's not. That's not even remotely close to the date, but I could say that and people wouldn't second guess me at all because most people don't know how to read Roman numerals. And so it would have been completely fine, and that's the plus about them. But ever since that day, I'm never getting any type of date on my body again because that's terrifying. Okay, I'm not like, I don't remember things enough, and I don't pay enough close attention to detail to get numbers on my body. I've realized that. Luckily enough, this one worked out great. I trust me, it's been tattooed on me for a while. I've checked it about 11 times. It's been cleared by everything, Google, my parents, everyone knows that this is the date. My friends, they go, oh yeah, that is the date. Everybody knows that it's a date, and it's all good, and it looks great, and it's fantastic, and I love having that date on my body because it means a lot to me. But I will never get dates on me again because, that could go downhill pretty fast. That could go downhill substantially quick. But yeah. One thing I want to just throw out there real quick. That's not ideal. I'm wearing a t-shirt. If you're watching on YouTube, you're probably just wondering, Anthony, where'd you get that sick t-shirt from? Link in my Instagram bio, AnthonyCoz_. You can go get my merch there. It's super dope. It's super cool. It doesn't say like Anthony Coz. It doesn't just say my name on it. Okay, this wasn't a money grab. I sincerely worked on this for like 2 months to put this merch together. I'm really proud of it. If you want some, seriously, go get it. I just want to throw that out there. But what are we doing today? We're having fun. We're having good things. Oh my God, I need to bring this kid up. This kid, I wrote this down because I remember it. I'm going to go to his DM right now so that I could say part of his conversation. He said I could talk about it on the podcast. He's pretty stoked about it. Or at least I would hope, considering his current situation. Anyways, this kid, I think it was last week. I think it was probably last week. I don't know. Hold on. Let me pull up the Instagram DMs. Hopefully, I feel like I saved it on top. Yes, I did on purpose. Okay. This is it. So this was about, what was that, September? So yeah, it was exactly a week ago. This kid DM'd me, and he goes, bro, I just used your podcast for a project in my podcasting class. I'm, of course, that's fucking amazing. And he goes, my teacher's playing it for the class next week. I'm about to get killed. I said sending prayers because I'm like, I know how my podcast starts. Okay, I mean, even today it was pretty hectic. Okay, imagine if you played today's start of the podcast to his teacher, he would, probably the same results as what I'm about to tell you. He goes, I'll let you know how it goes. I don't hear from him for a week. He gets back to me yesterday morning and he goes, bro, I deadass just got fucking suspended. And I go, oh my fucking God, are you serious? He goes, I'm so deadass. I got in-school suspension. They said for promoting profanity. It's so dumb but so funny. Absolutely awesome. He said he played it for the whole class dying laughing. Love that. Hopefully I got 25 new listeners from that, and I hope you guys are listening right now to that. And I go, well, good luck with that. Definitely going to bring you up in the pod, of course, like I just did. I go, so you got that going for you. He goes, let's go. And then he said he loves the podcast. Keep up the good work. I appreciate that. I love you, dude. Listen, all I can think about, the fact that you did that, balls for you. Absolutely killer move. Sorry about that in-school suspension. For one, when you sent me that, I kind of thought that was going to happen. I'm not going to lie. It's unfortunate that your teacher wasn't cool enough to just be like, oh. And she said that it was promoting profanity. That sucks. But To say the least, all I'm thinking about is just the fact that the teacher turned on the podcast and thinks it's going to be, some guy probably talking about, really, really PG comedy and just, making like Nemo jokes and being like, oh, wasn't that new Disney movie hilarious? But instead, I just come out the gates and the teacher probably turned it on and I'm like, so I'm shitting blood out of my asshole. And the teacher's like, what the fuck is this? What's going on here? This guy's shitting blood out of his ass. Who even puts this on the internet? Aren't you embarrassed with having that on the internet, sir? No, I'm not, actually. Surprisingly not. Speaking of the blood coming out of my ass, a lot of you guys, if you didn't listen to last episode, that's a wild one as well. I was shitting blood for a couple days. I was a little bit concerned. It has since gone away. Thank God. It's since gone away. We're all good here. Nobody's shitting blood anymore. Well, I mean, I can't speak for anyone else in the household, but me, for one, not shitting blood anymore. Absolutely fantastic. There were a lot of you that were concerned, and I appreciate that. But some of you were concerned a little bit too hard and started sending me DMs, and you're like, Kaz, I think you have cancer in your asshole. And I'm like, that's not what I needed right now. I don't think. I feel like you could have. I feel like you went to WebMD and chose the first thing, because WebMD. We talked about this before. You Google something, Google's first answer is, "Oh, you have the tingles. It's probably cancer." And it's like, no, it's not though. I think it's just like the flu. Like Google, you don't have to immediately, like we've said on here before. Google starts at 100 and then goes to 0. It should go 0 to 100, but Google likes to get your fucking heart rate up to 200 right off the rip and then slowly bring it down. They like to try and give you a heart attack first and then bring you back to reality. That's kind of that's how their algorithm works. Heart attack, back to reality. Stroke, back to reality. And you're like, that's not really, I would prefer if that's not how your algorithm works, but that's how it works. And yeah, but just want to let you guys know, no blood coming out of my ass anymore. There were a lot of nurses. There were even a lot of people in college who are studying MD, and my favorite, the DMs from you guys were hilarious because all of you would start to be like, listen, you guys would like almost dumb yourself down. Like you would almost try and lose credibility to start. You're like, listen, for one, I'm a medical student, but don't get me wrong, I'm an idiot, absolute moron. Don't even listen to me. But at the same time, I was in class last week, and I think you might have this, and this. And so, listen, the fact that you guys are coming into my DMs and being like, listen, I'm probably an idiot. I, for one, am also an idiot at times. So I don't know. You guys are probably actually smarter than me, considering you can even get into med school. So congratulations on that. So no need to be coming into my DMs. If I see any one of you who are in med school coming into my DMs and starting your DM with, I'm probably dumb, you're not. You're not. Trust me. You're not, okay? Don't even worry about it. You're doing great. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of lost my train of thought there. I was going for a joke, but then I lost it, and it's not important. It probably wasn't even going to be funny. One more thing I want to do before we get into current events here, which honestly, current events, I did a little switch up today, which is, oh, fuck, hold on. I got to get a sip of water here. Is it better instead of cutting it out? Should I just like put the water bottle really close? You can hear me swallow. Here, I'll put it right by my throat. Was that weird? Did that make you feel weird? I hope it did. I hope that made you feel super uncomfortable. That was you heard that little ball in my throat. What's that thing called? A hammerhead? No, like a Bruce's apple, Adam's apple. That was dumb. Bruce's apple. I'm sorry. I don't. Bruce's apple. That's amazing. No, that's Anthony's apple in my throat, actually. Everyone's apple is named after them. I forgot where that joke's from. It's from like some show. Not important. Anyways, one more thing I want to bring up before current events is something I realized, or a joke that I thought of. Not really a joke, just, yes, a joke. Yes, a joke, somewhat, but also just like a thing that I thought of. I saw it, Sal Volcano, if you don't follow him, he's from the Impractical Jokers. He's hilarious. He has the Hey Babe podcast with Chris Stefano. Love them both. Chris is one of my favorite comedians, possibly my favorite comedian. But, anyways, Sal posted on his Instagram, weed versus alcohol. It was like a poll or whatever. And the funniest thing that I always thought about that always occurred to me, and I feel like no one's ever really brought it up, is the whole weed versus alcohol debate. The funniest thing about it is that there's medical marijuana. Like, there's positive effects of marijuana that have been studied and tested, and it seriously helps people and like changes lives, and that's awesome. and that it could, help people better their lives. But then on the flip side, you never hear someone be like, yeah, the doctor told me I got to start drinking a 12-pack of Miller Lite a day to get rid of my headaches. Like no one's been like, yeah, I was having a tough time and a lot of anxiety, and then, all of a sudden I started downing 3 bottles of wine a day, and goodbye anxiety. Fucking like no one's ever said that. Like you've heard people be like, yeah, I started smoking some weed and I got medical marijuana and my life has changed for the better, and it's bettering me and my family's lives. And then no one's ever, like I said, no one's ever said, yeah, fucking I thought, being clean and sober was the answer, but it turns out I actually needed to drink a fifth of vodka a day to really fucking get rid of my problem, to really change my life for the better. Yeah, my liver was going down the shitter, and it turns out all I needed to do was add an extra bottle of wine and a pack of cigarettes, and fucking my liver's brand new. Like, no, dude. And that's why I always find it funny, the weed versus alcohol debate. Like, people say that, and it's like, oh, like, what's safer? Like, fucking long-term weed. It will not kill you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I always find crazy. I find it weird, honestly, that alcohol was, legal for much, much longer. Weed is now becoming legal in states, and they're working on a federal bill, I heard recently, to try and get weed legalized federally in the United States. I know it's legal in Canada. I'm not sure where else it's legal, but I'm just speaking in terms of the United States right now. But I always found it funny how someone could literally go to the store, right, get a fifth of vodka, drink the entire thing in 30 minutes, and die, but then someone could smoke or eat as much weed as they want and will not die. I feel like that's an easy little voting thing there to decide what's safer, right? I know like the whole science, like, science would be like, whoa, but if this and that and the brain, I get it, but just in terms, say someone's 25, and if they were to drink alcohol every day from the time they were 25, or smoke weed every day from the time they were 25, I think we could sit here and I'll tell you who's going to be alive, okay? I know that's fucked up, but come on. We all know what it is. I don't know. That was a dark joke. All right, into current events. Now, for the current events, it's a little bit different today. I've done not a little bit different. Okay, so everyone knows, I just want to put this out here. Norm Macdonald, comedian, recently passed away just last week. Very sad. I was too young to really, see him in his prime and his stand-up and stuff like that. But I did. I knew him a little bit from just seeing him in movies and stuff like that. And I'm sure that I've seen some of his SNL skits in the past, and I've rewatched them, and I've rewatched them on Conan, which, by the way, if you haven't seen, if you literally just go online, YouTube, Norm Macdonald, and watch him on Conan, it's literally the funniest thing. He says the most out-of-pocket shit. He makes the guest extremely uncomfortable, and I love that. He was very, very funny, and I'm not making it sad. We're not making it sad, but what he did was, I saw recently, I never even knew he had this, but he had this show where every week he would kind of like, he would have all these jokes, and he would hand them to guests, and they were just like, some of them were just like really shitty jokes. Like they were like on purpose, like shitty, like so bad that they're funny. And some of them, and they clearly did that on purpose, but they would make the guests read them to make it sound extremely like out of pocket, and the guests never knew what they were reading. So anyways, they're pretty shit. I'm not even going to lie. They're terrible jokes. I wrote these up extremely fast, but I don't know, anyways, here we go. Here's the first one. I'm literally going to read this off my phone because I wrote it down. Following Prince Philip's wishes, his will be kept sealed for 90 years. Isn't that crazy? 90 years they're going to keep his will sealed. A judge from 90 years in the future weighed in on the situation, stating, and I quote, "Who? Unfortunately, that's all we could get out of him, considering he's an owl." Get it? Because, like, judges in the futures are owls. That was bad. That was... Oh, man. Oh, dude. I need to get guests on here. This is fucked up. I've been talking to my wall for 32 minutes or 30. I don't even know. I honestly can't see the laptop. It's too far away. But I've been talking here at least 30 minutes, I feel like. I don't even know. But we're having a good time. Everybody's chill. Everybody's vibing. Everyone's loving it. By the way, today it's been raining today. It's a lot of people. I personally like the rain. I'm a big rain guy. The rain, honestly, the rain's fun. The rain's I don't know what it is. I like when it gets dark. I like when it's dark all day and it's like 60, 65 and there's like a light drizzle and it's got like a cool breeze and you get to go wear that waterproof windbreaker that you get to wear twice a year. God, I love it. Once during fall, once between fall and summer, you get to wear that windbreaker, and then once at the end of spring going into summer, or no, once from winter going into spring, and then that's the only time you could ever wear that windbreaker. $150 spent on a windbreaker to wear it twice a year. Isn't that crazy? A lot of people do that. I'm probably going to do that this year. I missed it. I already missed the day, but I'll buy it for the spring. I'll make sure that I'm ready for it. I'm pretty sure there's like a Lululemon windbreaker that that's like a waterproof windbreaker or whatever. And they're like, oh, for those windy, rainy, 60-degree days, it's like, that's extremely specific. I don't really know what the fuck I need to. I feel like I could just get away with a hoodie and call it a day. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Lululemon, they're pretty convincing with that $250 price mark. I might just jump on it. I might just jump on it. $10 off, sold. Oh, that's definitely going to be a stupid purchase pretty soon in the future. I can feel it for sure. That's amazing. Love that. But yeah, I really do like the rain. I don't know what it is about it. It's enjoyable. I enjoy it. It's just calming, something about it. And my parents, they're always like, why anytime it rains, they're like, oh, I hate it. I hate it. I'm like, I kind of like it. And they're like, you know what? Fucking move to Seattle then. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I fucking will. Maybe I will move to Seattle. It sounds like a fun place. Fucking rain. You get to wear that. You get to really put to use that rain breaker. You really do. You get to put it to use. I'll tell you that much. That's the place to buy it. Fuck. You'd get your money's worth there. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't even know if it rains in Seattle. That's just what my parents have told me. I haven't even been there. I don't even think they've been there. My dad, I'll be like, have you ever been to Seattle? He's like, no, but I heard it rains. I'm like, fucking, it rains everywhere. That's it's not exactly a good source, okay? I don't know how the fuck you heard that. But anyways, let's go on to this next joke that I've written down for the current events. The first one was terrible. Russia's parliament ran elections this past weekend. I wonder who's going to win this time around. Get it? Because it's like corrupt. That was, dude. All right? See what I'm saying? They were purposely kind of shitty on purpose. All right? But I know you guys laughed at the owl joke. I know you laughed at the owl joke. That shit was funny. That shit was funny. If you didn't think it was funny, fuck you. I don't care. I don't care what you think. That owl joke was hilarious. Who? And then I had you sit for a moment, and then it's because he's an owl. Get it? That one, that was a good joke. Fuck all of you. Okay? And the last thing I want to say, I feel like I screenshotted it, but I didn't write it down maybe two more. Oh, this one's hilarious. Designer clothing brand that devised AOC's Tax the Rich Met Gala dress, don't know if you saw that, doesn't even pay its own taxes. The company that made her dress is $130,000 in debt. They haven't paid $130,000 in taxes. Can you imagine? She probably walked in and she was like, so this is my idea, right? We're gonna do a dress that says tax the rich. And this company's probably sitting there looking around, like the head designer's like, huh, that is, wow, powerful. Yeah, the rich, oh my God. I wish I could pay more taxes. Fuck. I mean, they're not giving me enough. I mean, oh my God, we pay all of our taxes all the time. We have not missed a day. That is our favorite time of the year is actually tax season. We're like, oh my God, we get to give so much money away. That's like our favorite part about having so much money is we get to get rid of so much money as well. Like, that's awesome. And then fucking not even a week later, turns out they don't pay their fucking taxes. That's amazing. That made it even funnier, honestly. That made it honestly a lot bit funnier. I love it. That's so funny. You love watching people just fuck up in the public eye. Or not like that. That's not what I meant. Not people, but shitty companies with bad intentions. You're not going to sit here and pay your taxes, but you're going to make a dress that says tax the rich. Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious. That is so fucking funny. Oh man. Hopefully I pay all my taxes right. We talked about this before. Whoo! Wow, man. Fucking See now I kind of had it like in my brain a little bit. I was like, okay, I kind of know how much I know. But now obviously, got the money from the merch or whatever that I'm very proud of. I'm so happy that a bunch of you bought it. I'm so happy that you guys love it. And I honestly, if you're listening right now and you follow me on Instagram, AnthonyCos_, I hope you do, because I want you guys to send me like pictures or post some pictures or post a story, tag me with the merch on, because I want to see it. I want to see it on you guys. I want to see you loving it, and I want to see you wearing it, because that's why I made it. I want to see it on you guys, and I'm stoked about it. But I don't even know where this joke was. I don't even know where anything was going. Last thing though was, I'm pretty sure that something with Lil Nas X. Someone's always mad at Lil Nas X. It's hilarious. It always makes me laugh. But the Teletubbies hold on. I'm gonna go to the Instagram thing just so I get this correct and I don't falsely state anything, even though this is from, I'm pretty sure it was a Fox News headline, because yeah. Or not Fox, it just says far right. Okay, so let's just start. A far right news host has accused the Teletubbies. This is I can't even believe that I'm reading this right now. This is how ridiculous this is. A far right news host has accused the Teletubbies, the kids show, with the things that I'm pretty sure don't even speak English and look like fucking they scare me. I don't know if I've talked about it on this before, but the Teletubbies scare the living fuck out of me. I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm in a bad trip. But the Teletubbies has accused the Teletubbies of being little gay demons after they asked for a collaboration with Lil Nas X. They are not real. First of all, the Teletubbies, not real. Second of all, made up. Third of all, a kid's show. Second of all, I'm pretty sure the Teletubbies don't even have a gender. What? Fucking, what are you going to do with that, huh? How are you even going to get mad at that in the first place? The Teletubbies, dude, fucking, come on. It's a kid's show. People get mad about everything today. It's fucking, I don't know. Sometimes it's funny, honestly. Sometimes it's really funny. I don't know. I love Lil Nas X and what he's doing, and I love that he's just consistently, everything that he comes out with somehow pisses people off even more. I'm genuinely impressed by it. Like seriously, I'm genuinely impressed by it, and I love it. I absolutely love it. By the way, I'm not 100% sure if you're watching this on YouTube right now. I am not wearing socks today. Don't ask why, but if my foot has flashed the camera at any point in time, please do not screenshot it. But if you do and you post it on OnlyFans, just send me some of the royalties and we'll be cool. But moving on, everybody, we're going to get into some questions with Kaz now, which, by the way, if you want to be involved in questions with Kaz, follow the Instagram Kickin with Kaz on Instagram, obviously. And I post there every week. Not only are you going to be able to see a bunch of clips that I post throughout the week from the podcast and be able to share it with your friends and get them hooked on the podcast, because why wouldn't you want to get your friends hooked on the podcast? You love it. Your friends will probably love this as well. But not only that, but I post polls and questions. And if you want to get your question on the podcast, you want to be involved in the podcast, then I sincerely, encourage you to follow the Instagram so that you can be involved here and ask questions and shit like that. Anyways, we're just going to get into these little questions, but first I'm going to get a little drink here because I need it. Woo! I'm drinking smart water. No, I'm not. I'm drinking non-name brand water, actually. Forget that I said that. I'm not cutting that out. I don't feel like it. I'm drinking non-name brand water, but actually, no, smart water, fucking throw me a bag, bro. Throw me a bag. I drink this shit all the fucking time, okay? Is it because I think it makes me smarter? Absolutely. It does, actually. Smart water, actually, before I started drinking smart water, my IQ was 20 points lower, and now it's 160. I'm actually a certified genius because of smart water. That's actually fact, not fiction. Hashtag fact, not fiction. Hashtag don't get your facts twisted, little ones. See, listen, if you work at Smart Water, that was a fantastic fucking little pitch I did for you. Anyways, first question. Opinion on left-handed people. They're liars. They're straight liars. They're lying to all of us. Like, I feel like you just want to be different. I feel like you just want to be unique. We all know that you could write with your right hand, okay? But at some point in time, you were like, you know what? I want to be different. I'm gonna write with my left hand instead, just to be a dick, just to be an asshole. I'm just gonna write with my left hand because I want to be special. Okay? We get it. Okay, you're not that special. All right, you're left-handed. So what? Okay, you're irrelevant. Okay, in my book, you're irrelevant. Okay, you're nobody. You're no one, all right? People walking around, oh, I'm left-handed. No, you're confused. You're confused, okay? You're not left-handed. That's ridiculous. Oh, no. Use your right hand like the rest of us, okay? You fucking freak. Oh, or better yet, the people that are like, I'm ambidextrous. All right, that's honestly a little bit impressive. That's, okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. If you could use both hands equally as well, that's impressive. Honestly, left-handed people are just ambidextrous people that are lying to us. They could use both hands, but they just want to pretend like they can only use their left. They just want to pretend. They're like, no. They just want to be like, oh my God, I'm left-handed. You guys aren't? Oh my God, that's crazy. I'm like so unique. No one cares. No one fucking cares. Left-handed, so what? Suck a dick. I don't care. I simply don't care. What do you gain from that? Honestly, it's a shittier situation. Because now when you write left to right, like if I had to write left to right, dude, my hands, first of all, I don't know what it is with them. I think I got some type of condition. I actually do. I actually have hyperhidrosis. I take some pills because otherwise, funny story actually, not funny at all. This isn't funny. But when I used to take, I had this this is a story for another time, but I had to take this insane ADHD medication and I was prescribed double what the FDA allowed. I know you're like, Anthony, how is that possible? Long story, not for this time. We'll do it another time. But what happened was when I took those pills, for some reason, I would sweat out of my armpits like fucking crazy. Like I'm talking drenched by first period. And I was like, holy shit, like the medication's doing this. But the doctor was like, don't even worry about it. There's no long-term side effects. I beg to differ. I haven't taken that medication in a year and a half, and the sweating never went away. So I think there was long-term side effects. So anyways, I had to get pills for that stopped the sweating in the armpits, but my hands still sweat like freaking crazy. So what I'm trying to say is that when I write, my hands get so sweaty that if the bottom of my fist would go over my writing, it would just be like a write and erase immediately. I would write like, hello, and then when I picked up my hand, there would be nothing written on the page because the bottom palm fist thingy of my hand would just wipe it off the damn page. But yeah, opinion on left-handed people, I feel like you're just lying. I feel like you're a liar, okay? And I don't appreciate that. And yeah, just use your right hand, okay? Just use your right hand and quit pretending like you're special and that you're better than everyone else, okay? Because you're not, okay? You're just not. And that's all I have about left-handed people. I hope I made you feel shitty about your day. Second question. Do you feel uncomfortable when your dog sees you naked? Yeah, like a lot. Want to know why too? Because whenever I'm naked, my dog immediately, he won't just look me in the eyes and he's a boy dog, which which means that he also has a penis like I do as well. Okay, if you guys didn't know, I have a dick. If you were wondering, but. But my dog, he has one. He's seen it before. I mean, he licks his. I personally don't lick mine, but he, that's his own thing. He does what he wants with that. But it happened once. And we've only had him for a little bit, but I had a dog before that who, saw it before or whatever. But he came in, this new dog, right? He never saw my dick before. And he walked in when I was changing once, and I didn't realize that he was upstairs. I thought he was downstairs, but he walked up the stairs to come to say hi to me. And he just stopped, and he wasn't even looking me in the eyes. He was just staring directly at my penis. And I was like, dude, stop. He's making me uncomfortable. And I'm like, I know that he doesn't really understand. And he just looks at me and he's like, oh, that's just, if I'm naked or clothed, he doesn't see a difference in me. But he kept looking at my dick. And I'm like, dude, stop. Fucking. Stop. I'm like, stop taking a mental picture, bro. It's awkward. I don't know what it is. Even if he walks in, I'll turn around. I'll be like, bro, stop. Stop looking at my junk, dude. That's weird. Stop it. Get away. Get out of here. You're gross. I don't know. It's weird. Does anyone else feel that way? Fucking let me know. Let me know. I want to know sincerely. What would you do in a zombie apocalypse? become a zombie, right? That's just, I mean, like, all these people, everyone's always like, everyone always says the same thing when they ask that question. They're like, what would you do in a zombie apocalypse? Someone's like, I would stack up all my ammo, I'd get a bunch of guns, I'd get a hatchet, I'd get an axe. First of all, you're going into the assumption that, like, why do you want to be fighting? Why do you want to put so much effort into this when you could just get bit, become a zombie, and just vibe? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's just such an easier life. Like, why run for the next 20, 30 years of your life just to maybe have hope at restarting civilization when you could just become a zombie and just fucking terrorize people? Like, that sounds like a blast, right? And also, speaking of zombies, dude, anyone who watches The Walking Dead, I have one question for you. How does it feel to be such a simple-minded fuck? How does, like, sincerely, if you watch The Walking Dead and you enjoyed that show, how does it feel to be such a simple-minded little lad? How does it feel to be such a simple-minded berries and cream little lad? How does it make you feel? Like, how does it make you feel? Like, seriously. Like, the entire concept of the show, I've never seen the show in my life. I'll tell you what it is. Oh my God, there's zombies. Oh my God, there's a group of us. We need to kill them. Oh my God, one of us had sex with another one. Oh my God, there's a constant sex going on. Oh my God, they broke up. Oh my God, this person died. Oh my God, more sex. Oh my God, killing zombies. Sex, love, kill zombies, sex, love. Someone's died. Kill zombies, love, sex. Someone died. Love, sex. We found someone new. They're a traitor. Dies. Love, sex. Kill zombies. Is that the show? I know it is. I know it is. And don't even look at me and be like, well, there's a little more. No, there isn't. I don't even need to watch the fucking show to know that that's exactly what it is. That's the entire show. That's the entire show is just killing zombies, fucking, and trying not to die. Tell me that's not true. Tell me that's not true. What do they have, like 8 seasons? How the fuck did you even do that for 8 seasons? How did you even... Man, they had to, you know? And you're probably thinking, well, there was a plot twist. Oh my God. Turns out someone's been a bad guy the whole time. Whoop-de-doodle dandy. Yeah, cool, man. Wow, what a twist. Didn't expect that coming. Fuck. I mean, whoever made the show is fucking probably pissing money right now, so good for you. Maybe I'll make a shitty show like that and just swim in fucking gold coins in my backyard. Because why not? Yeah, but honestly, though, if you watch The Walking Dead, I am sorry. I'm sorry. Watch something else, you know? Like literally anything else. I think Friends has a better plot than The Walking Dead. And by the way, I enjoy Friends. I know that Friends is, and I know what you're thinking here. I know that Friends, you know, has, honestly, the Friends plot, it's a decent plot. It's a pretty good, I like the show, okay? New Girl, love it. And I know what you're thinking, Anthony, well, you could dumb down New Girl to just, you know, fucking and sucking. And it's like, you know what? Maybe you could, but it's funnier than The Walking Dead. And it's a lot more entertaining than just killing zombies and fucking and sucking. So fuck you. But I think I kind of just turned that joke on myself. And so, I don't know. It's fine. I'll just cut it up to where it's only the good, valid points of the joke, and then I'll make that a clip so that no one knows that I fucked up the end part. So no one knows that I kind of screwed that on myself. Next question. If you were to be arrested for something, okay, I gotta redo that. If you were to be arrested for something, what do you think it would be? Probably tax evasion, like dead ass, like fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I like the most realistic thing I can think of is that I forget to pay my taxes, and then I get put in jail. Like, that's the only thing I could think of. Or like just like accidentally doing something stupid, you know? Like, I don't know, like maybe I don't even know. Definitely tax evasion. I'm going to stick with tax evasion. Not on purpose, not purposeful tax evasion, accidental tax evasion. I just want to make that clear. I don't want to have the FBI at my door in 3 seconds fucking, are you not going to pay taxes, sir? Hey, open it. Are you not paying tax? No, I'm going to pay I heard you on your podcast. I didn't even upload it yet. How did you? We have access to all things digital, sir. We are the FBI. Oh, right. My bad. That's, But yeah, I feel like some FBI agent is definitely watching me through my webcam right now on my laptop, and it's just like, man, this is the most entertaining podcast I've ever listened to. This is amazing. I'm going to share it with all my friends, just like you guys should too. Just like you guys should too. It's important to share with your friends. If you didn't make money off of the podcast, would you still do it for fans' enjoyment? Funny you say that. I actually currently, as we're sitting here right now, have made $0 off of the podcast. So I actually do it for the enjoyment of the fans. Like, yes, I do have brand deals and stuff like that in the works because of you guys, which is amazing. And by the way, everyone that I've talked to, I forgot to say this, everyone that like, wants to work with me or whatever and wants to work with the podcast, everyone that I've talked to is like, you have so many reviews and like unbelievable reviews. And that's so awesome that your fans do that. I'm like, I do have the best fans in the fucking world. You're correct. And everyone I've talked to is like so stoked about how many reviews I've had, because there's podcasts who I think will have around the same numbers that I do, and they only have like 150 to like 200 reviews. We have 1.1. We have over 1,100 5-star reviews. I fucking love you guys. I just need to put that out there. And it's amazing that anytime I hear it, I'm like, I do have the best fucking fan base. You're correct. You are correct. You little fuck, you're correct. Love you guys. Just want to throw that out there. But yeah, I do it for the enjoyment. I love doing this. Like, yeah, if I was only doing this for money, I would have listened. I had a podcast in senior year of high school. I had it for a podcast which you will never hear, by the way. It's deleted off of all platforms. But I had a podcast even before I started way before I started TikTok. I had it for a year. $0. Did it every week. Every single week, every Monday there was a new episode, and I just did it because I like to do it. I just did it because I enjoyed it, and I enjoy doing this now. And if my only thought about all of this was for the money, then I would have quit a long time ago, okay? But I didn't, because I love doing this, okay? And now I'm excited that I will be making money off of doing stuff that I love, and it's awesome. It's all because of you guys. It's all because of you guys and your support, and I love you. Also, let's get to another question. Okay, quit this sappy shit. Let's get off this sappy shit and let's keep rolling. What is something that's really normal if you do it once but becomes weird if you keep doing it? Probably jacking off in a public park. Like, the first time it's like, that's all right. No, I'm just kidding. That's weird anytime you do it. That's weird every day. I would say, honestly, first thing that comes to mind is DMs. Like, if you casually DM someone and you're trying to like shoot your shot, like that's cool. But like if you DM them like 3 times a day, every day, on the hour, like, yeah, that's weird, man. It's a little scary. That's a little scary. Not trying to knock anybody, but maybe pull it back. Maybe pull back the reins. Maybe take a hint. Maybe take the hint. If you're sitting there and you're like, maybe they didn't see the first 35. No, they did. They saw him. They just didn't want to respond. That's what happened. Okay. You just gotta take the hint. Yeah, definitely DMs. That's definitely what comes to mind. The weirdest thing that if you do it once, even a few times or whatever, but if you DM someone you're trying to shoot your shot, like, yeah, that's normal. That's regular. But after enough times, it's like, oh, maybe they didn't see it. They saw it. They don't want to respond. Just take a hint and mosey on your way. Just take the hint and mosey on. Okay? Just get on with your life. Okay? Because they're not important. They're not important in your life. It doesn't matter. Dude, my neck right now, I'm going to have to, I'm trying to get through these last questions here because for some reason I just got a random knot in my neck and it feels like I feel like I got a tennis ball lodged in the back of my fucking traps right now, which are fucking massive, by the way. But actually my knee has been in a lot of pain recently and I've been trying to ice it and I'm kind of starting to feel that I need to go to the doctor about it, but we'll figure that out next week. Would I rather shove a cactus? What the fuck did that say? Hold on. Let me close my water bottle real quick. This is an interesting question that I just stumbled upon here. Would you rather shove a cactus up your ass or your elbow in a blender? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and assume that the blender's on because otherwise I'd stick my dick in a blender that's not on, right? Honestly, I don't even think I would. That'd be so scary if it was plugged into the wall. Oh man, I'd be so worried that it was just gonna turn on, and then I'm painless. That's not ideal. That's not ideal. The shirt I have on. Go get it on my Instagram bio, @AnthonyCos_. I didn't even mean to do that. That was outstanding. Would you rather shove a cactus up your ass or your elbow in a blender? I feel like the cactus in my ass would be... Because I feel like I don't think a blender could do a lot of damage to my elbow because once again, I'm fucking jacked. Because once again, I'm super big and super strong. So I don't think the blender would really do much to my elbow. Maybe just like a couple scrapes, couple cuts. Maybe tear a muscle at the very most, but I highly doubt it. Whereas like a cactus up my ass, that's surgery. I mean, I have to, they're probably going to have to cut my asshole open even bigger and pick out the pines or whatever those things are called. They're the spiky thingies, you know? They're going to have to rip them out of my bumhole. And I don't want that. Definitely stick my elbow in a blender. I don't think the blender, even like that Ninja with like the 3 blades, I still don't think it would do that much damage. I mean, it would do damage, but not as much as one might think. Not as much as one might think. So there's that. I'm going to have to go with the blender. If you had to drink a cleaning product, which one and why? Preferably one that wouldn't kill me. Honestly, depends on the day. Depends how I'm feeling. So that's probably not the best response. That's probably not the best. That's probably not the best thing to say. But you know, I mean, not bleach. Probably not bleach. You know, maybe like Windex. I feel like Windex is safe. That's not true. That definitely would kill me as well. Paint thinner? No, that'll go quick. Maybe like an organic cleaning supplies that's like really shitty but like safe for dogs. Because if it's safe for dogs, it's probably safe for me because I'm a fucking dog. Because I'm an animal. I'm a beast. Super cool. I'm an alpha male. Have you guys seen? I love those accounts on I love when guys will like tweet unironically and they're like, or my favorite thing is like they'll like wear a shirt that says like I'm such an alpha male. And it's like the fact that you need to wear that shirt just proves that you're not. Like fucking I hate the people that are like in their bio to be like only alphas here, no betas. It's like, dude, do you fucking God, man, you're just like at this point, like I have to bully you. Like it's like I have to bully you. And like a lot of people would be like only alphas only. Beta males not allowed. Dude, fucking the fact that you even need to say that, just shut up. Shut up, dude. You just fucking who's that guy? Who's that guy on YouTube? Like Alpha Male? Isn't that his name? Alpha Male. Isn't that the guy's YouTube? His YouTube is like Alpha Male, and he's like how to get girls. I don't think you know how, buddy. I don't think you know how. All right. If I ran a YouTube account called Alpha Male, I wouldn't be able to walk out of my house. Okay? I just simply wouldn't be able to. It just wouldn't be possible. I don't know what it is, but I do know what it is actually. It's just embarrassing. Like alpha male. It's so sad. It's so sad, dude. Like you could just do you think you know how you know those guys like aren't alpha is because I've never you'll never see like a Navy SEAL or someone that's like a genuine like badass, and I hate to say it unironically, but I mean like literally an alpha male. None of them, no ex-Navy SEAL has in their bio like 100 fire emoji, alpha males only. ex SEAL team. Like fucking no, dude. You just know that they're fucking badass and that they'll beat your fucking ass and kill you if they want to. That's the craziest thing about people who like know how to kill someone or like a Navy SEAL or something like that is like they could kill you. Like they can and will kill you if they wanted to. They're just choosing not to, and that's scary. That's really scary about them. What do I think my tagline is? The most structured podcast on the internet with very structured segments, and we never go off topic. And that's the podcast. No, I don't know. Probably realistically, the most rambunctious, out of pocket, out of line, out of order podcast on the internet. Anyways, guys, that's the podcast. Don't leave just yet. Follow the podcast on Instagram. Go get at Kickin It with Kaz if you want to be involved. Go get the new merch in my Instagram bio, AnthonyKaz_. Go follow me on Instagram. It's super lit over there. Super dope over there. Alpha males only, though, on my Instagram. So only alpha males. So if you're not an alpha male, don't even bother following my Instagram. And What else? Fucking rate and review on Apple Podcasts, like per usual, really helps out the pod. Share with everybody you know. That's pretty much it, guys, I think, right? I think that's it, right? We had a good time. Everyone had a good time here. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week or day or night or afternoon or evening, okay? And also follow my YouTube. I'm going to be posting a skit, which if you're listening to this on the day that it comes out, it's going to be coming out this week, so get ready for that. And if you're listening to this way after, then the skit is up there and it's out, and go watch my YouTube videos, Anthony Kaz on YouTube. And we're going to end every podcast episode like we always do with 2 claps and a Ric Flair. So can I get 2 claps and a Ric Flair? Woo! See you next week!